Why are you lying? Like, you don't gotta lie to kick it. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title, this is gonna be a little chit chat, girl talk. It was gonna be a get ready with me, but the way it's set up and the way I waited till the last minute to film this, it's gonna be more chit chat, girl talk than get ready with me. So if you're interested in this little girl talk, chit chat, Q&A little video, then keep on watching. All right, so I got my wine and I got my questions here on my iPad. I asked y'all on Instagram to ask me some questions for a Q&A video. And then, you know, like I said, we're just gonna throw some, you know, just some girl talk topics in there with it. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So the first question says, what do you do outside of YouTube? So outside of YouTube, I'm a girly girl. Like, I love to hang out with my friends. I love to shop online though. I'm not really an in-store shopper anymore like I used to be when I was younger. I'm real Amazon, Shein, Fashion Nova, you know, Pretty Little Thing here and there. I'm very much purchase a cart. Like, I'm not going into the store or doing none of that. I only like to go in the store for my groceries. So, and then outside of that, like I said, hanging with my friends, they definitely are, they're everything. So, love hanging with my friends, love hanging with my family. Let's see, I love to travel, love getting on the plane, child. Like, if I can get on a plane and go, I'm trying to do it every time. Let's see, I love a good brunch, and hookah, because your girl loves hookah, love to hookah. And yeah, that's about it outside of YouTube. So, next question. What is your favorite childhood memory? Man, there's just like so many childhood memories. I feel like I really had a good childhood. I had a great childhood. I am an only child, so my childhood was great. I did get lonely sometimes. Like, I feel like once I got older, I kind of got lonely. Like, why can't my friend stay longer? Or why can't I bring this friend home with me or whatever? But it was nice not to have to share my toys or anything. But yeah, so yeah, my childhood was great. I'd probably say my favorite childhood memory. Wow. I don't feel like I have. I would say probably, I was gonna say when I went to Disney World with my cousins. My grandparents took me and my cousins to Disney World when we were, man, I had to be maybe 7, 8, maybe younger than that, maybe 6. No, I had to be anywhere from 6 to 8. I would probably say that, but then I think about it and I don't really remember much about Disney World, because I don't know why I don't remember much about it. I remember going, but I don't remember much about the trip at all. And then I do remember there was one like ride we were going on, and I remember going down this hallway and one of the props, like, it was Darth Vader, and he walked past me and his cape like came over my head and like covered my head and like scared me to death. Like, I do remember that. So but yeah, I'd probably say that, or maybe say traveling with my grandparents. I traveled with them a lot, because my paternal grandparents, they they were retired, so I was always traveling down south with them. I'm from the Midwest, so I was always traveling down south to like Arkansas with them and things like that. And then I'd probably say also like just going to visit my great grandmother on my mom's side, my maternal great grandmother, which was my nana. Going to visit her with my grandma. Those are definitely some of like my best memories. So I guess childhood memories would be you know, those times with like my grandparents and my grandma and my nana and things like that. So all right, so the next question says, what one YouTuber do you want to collab with? See, it's hard because one is really, really tough because, yeah, that's really tough. Because I have my 5 favorite girls and really 6, but the 6th one ain't on YouTube no more, but I still follow her on her other social medias. Man, that's tough. I can't put my finger on one specifically because I have 5 that I would like to collaborate with, and I'm gonna just say them, not in no particular order. And that's also gonna cover my favorite YouTubers because I see that as a question as well. So this is like a twofer. So my favorite YouTubers and the YouTubers I would like to collaborate with would be Talitha Jane, Cierra, Christiana Moore, which is Bad Brown Skin on Instagram and TikTok, Aaliyah's Face, Kyra Amonique, and Amina Coco. Them is my girls, y'all. Listen, when I tell y'all I follow them girls faithfully. When they post anything on Instagram stories, any new videos, I own it. Like literally, I watch them faithfully every week like a TV show. Okay, you can't tell me nothing about them girls. I love them down. Okay, so those are my favorites / people I would like to collaborate with. So the next question says, where do you see yourself in 5 years? So definitely I see myself in a warmer climate for sure. Like I said, I'm from the Midwest, and the snow, it's ghetto, and I don't like it at all. So I definitely see myself down south. Like I really want to be in Texas. I really would love to be in Houston. I'd love to be in Georgia. I have family in Georgia, so Georgia would probably be more ideal, but like I said, I love Houston. I wouldn't mind Florida, but I love to vacation in Florida, so I don't know if I would want to move somewhere where I typically prefer to vacation, but I guess it just depends on the city. But yeah, somewhere down south, Georgia or Texas for sure. That's definitely where I see myself, and you know, hopefully successful doing what I love, and stress-free, carefree. Definitely, yeah, that's a outlook for my 5 years from. So next question says, what are your pet peeves? Whew, my pet peeves, I'd probably say, I don't know. I don't want to sound cliche and be like, oh, I hate liars and stuff like that, but I mean, that is a big pet peeve. Dishonesty is huge. Like not being loyal, not being honest. Those are definitely 2 of my big pet peeves. All right, so the next question is, what are some of your fears? So I have this weird fear. Y'all know the manholes that be in the ground with the things we drive over every day in the street. Literally, my biggest fear is falling into one of those, or like a personal item of mine falling into one of those. Like I I really try not to walk over them. Like, you know, sometimes when you're walking down to like a street or something, like if you're walking into somewhere, there may be something like in a parking lot or something like that. Literally, I try to avoid walking over those things at all costs because I am terrified to fall into one. Like, I know it sounds crazy, and I want to know if anybody else has that fear. Like, because listen, I am terrified to fall into one of those. So yeah, that's probably my biggest fear. Also, in addition to falling into a manhole, I'm scared of the dark. Yes, I'm scared of the dark at my big age. And don't judge me. Judge your mama, okay? Like, for real. Like, so yes, I'm scared of the dark. Like, I just never, I don't know, like, sleeping in a room in the dark terrifies me. The fact that I would not be able to, the fact that if I wake up and I can't see in front of me terrifies me. Like, I can't do it. I need a night light. I need some sort of light on so that if I get up, I can still see in front of me. I need to see what's going on at all times. Like, I know you're asleep and your eyes closed, but honey, I turn over and I open my eyes. Like, I don't always keep my eyes closed when I turn over. And if I turn over and it's pitch black in the room, like, I can't see anything. That, nope. That ain't gonna cut it for me. I'm sorry. So yeah, okay. So this next question says, what places do you want to visit that you haven't visited yet? So I'm gonna say some like domestic and international. So domestic, I want to visit California. I have a lot of family out in California, and I don't know why I haven't gotten out there. Like I said, me being in the Midwest, it has been like, it's always been kind of expensive to get out there, but I mean, by now I should have definitely been out there. So California is definitely on my list. I definitely want to visit Arizona, like the Phoenix area. Heard it's really pretty in Arizona, so definitely want to visit there. And that's probably it domestically. There is a few places I would love to go back to that I went to as a child, like, or as a kid. I definitely want to revisit New York. Last time I visited New York, I was like 13, 14. So, you know, of course, the experience is different. So I definitely want to revisit New York. And then going back to the Disney World, I want to go back as an adult to actually enjoy it and be able to remember the experience. So internationally, I definitely want to go to Barbados. That's on my list for sure. And I want to go to Nigeria. Those are two international places that I can't wait to visit because they're definitely gonna be checked off within the next 10 years. So yeah. All right, so the next question asks, what is my favorite color? My favorite color is purple. Love everything purple. That's my jam. My next favorite is probably blue, and then I probably say pink. All right, so the next question says, what inspired you to do YouTube? So initially, what inspired me to do YouTube was makeup. So I was already on YouTube every day, learning makeup, doing everything, and I was doing my own makeup. And then I was like, well, like my mom was like, well, you should start a YouTube channel. So I'm like, okay. So I started filming, you know, tutorials and things like that. And you know, the makeup YouTube, like that era kind of went away after a while. So I mean, I still do makeup. I still do my own makeup and things like that. But I'm not solely, I didn't want this YouTube to be solely makeup anymore. So I hid those videos and kind of turned this into a more lifestyle, beauty, fashion channel. So with the revamp starting in January of this year, that's you know, I kind of steered away from strictly makeup, but yeah, to answer that question, pretty much makeup brought me to YouTube. Okay, so the next question says, are you single, and how is it being single if you are single? So yes, I am single, and being single has been great. I've been single for almost 3 years, and you know, it's been great. Working on yourself And being alone is the best work that you can really do for self, because you cannot love somebody else if you don't love yourself, and if you haven't done the work to make sure that, you know, whatever situation comes next doesn't end up like the last situation. Our previous breakup was a tad bit messy, but I'm happy that I didn't lose myself in that. And like I said, I've done a lot of self-work, a lot of prayer, a lot of self-reflection, a lot of things have taken place within myself since that. And I feel ready to be in another relationship. But right now, child, the way these men's is set up, y'all, that's a whole nother story for a whole nother child. We could talk. We could talk all night about the way these men's is set up these days. Listen, baby, the way they set up nowadays, these, it's just, I just wish I could have been alive and dated like when my parents came up and like my grandparents. It's just this generation, it's scary out here. It is scary out here, okay? These men will lie, will cheat, will live double lives, all of that. And that's not to take anything away from women. I know there's women out there that do it, but a man is gonna do it every time. Every single time. It's gonna be a man. Like, it's crazy. The double lives that they lead. You will literally ask a man like, oh, are you married? Do you have kids? And they will literally say no. Like, what? Why are you lying? Like, you don't gotta lie to kick it. Like, hello? You ain't gotta lie, Craig.
You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie.
Ain't nobody lying.
Anyways, so yeah, like, it's scary out here. So for all my single girlies, watch your back if you're dating. Like, be careful, because it's scary. Like I said, I'm open, but I'm not for none of that mess. So it's like, because I haven't had a lot of what I want to say. I haven't had a lot of serious, this is my man, this is my boyfriend, like, relationships. I've only had 2. But out of those 2, I've learned a lot of lessons. And there's a lot that I didn't learn. But I'm not for none of that mess. You're not going to be able to pull the wool over my eyes or whatever they be saying. You're not going to be able to do it. Because I'm not the same young, naive, you know, Cierra. Like, you know, so, yeah, I am single. I'm open to dating. But I'm open to not as well, because like I said, I very much so enjoy me and my time and being by myself and being with family and friends. Like, I very much so enjoy that time as well. So I'm open, but I'm also open to just being me and doing me like I have been. So yeah, to answer your question, that's the gist of that. Okay, so this next question says, how is 2023 treating you so far? So we are almost halfway through 2023. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, 2023 has been rough for me. It started off rough, okay? 2023 been, yeah, 2023 has been a year. It feels like it's been a year and it's only been 5 months. So 4.5, 5 months. But I look forward to the remainder of 2023, because you know, we can only go up from here. And you know, I know that there's great things in store from this year. So I'm hoping that the beginning of 2023 is not, I hope that bad part is over and that we finish the year strong. So I'm hopeful of that. And that's how my has been so far. So this next question says, what is the hardest thing about being a content creator? Listen, the hardest thing is editing. The hardest thing is editing. Not gonna hold you. Editing takes up the majority of my time. Although I'm still fairly new. Yeah, editing can take like 3 to 4 hours. Not gonna hold you, depending on the type of video. And then sometimes I would say it's picking up the camera, because I actually don't have a camera. You know, I film off my iPhone 14 Pro Max, so that can be difficult filming on my phone, because you know, you get a phone call that cuts off your video and things like that. So it's not always easy to be like, hey, filming for YouTube, like, you know. So I'd say a little bit of filming can be the hardest part, and editing for sure. Other than that, it's pretty fun. I've always been a phone picture taking, video taking person. You know, I mean, all through high school, all through middle school, I did scrapbooking and all types of stuff. I got pictures that people probably don't even know I got of them. Like, you know, so I've always been a picture taker and video taker. So doing it comes easy, but sometimes it can be hard to remember, to be like, oh, this is content, like, you should film this and things like that. So yeah, I would definitely say editing, and then, you know, just remembering that everything is content. All right, y'all, so that is it for this little girl talk chit chat Q&A video. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. Tell a friend to subscribe as well. If you have any other future topics you'd like me to talk about in any future girl talk videos, make sure you leave them in the comments down below, and I will catch y'all next week with another video. Bye, y'all.